So these are all of the Rolex Daytonas ever produced, and at the end I'll show you special pieces out there besides the Paul Newman one. This is the grandfather of the Daytona watches. This is a Rolex chronograph. It has all the sub-dials, all of that. Massively unpopular watch. Apparently all this time Rolex was thinking that producing like a chronograph is a good idea, because you know you can time races and laps with it. Everyone in the world at that time loved watching racing and shit, and that's the final watch before the Daytona comes around. Rolex becomes the Speedway official timekeeper, so that's just a race, just so you know. Then the Cosmograph begins. So that's the original Daytona, that's the Paul Newman Daytona with the Paul Newman dial. Paul Newman was a famous racer at the time. He was always wearing this watch, and so that's why you get the Paul Newman Daytona being the holy grail of the watchmaking. Just remember, as soon as Rolex finds something, they stop updating it and just start tweaking it just a little bit. So this is the original Daytona, and of course the Paul Newman dial goes for way more than anything else. And that's the second version of it, and the third version of it, and the fourth version of it, and they don't change whatsoever. From the 88 to 2000 they used the Zenith movement, which is like the cool moment for everyone around and also very collectible. And after that they just updated the Daytona one more time in early 2000s, and that was it. All the new models, they will go for like 20k. If you want the older model or a special vintage piece as they call it, be prepared to spend like 60, 70, 80 grand. The more Daytonas you produce, the less the price will be. It's supply and demand at the end of the day. This is not rare. Like thousands and thousands of pieces in the last couple of years. It's not rare, just be real with you. But let's talk about like the special pieces. The leopard one, it's just an insanity over the watch. You cannot pull it off if you're not Nicolas Cage. There is the Eye of the Tiger, you probably all know, and there is no way you can pull it off if you're not Zlatan Ibrahimovic, right? Yeah, there is the Rainbow Daytona, the most expensive, the crazy piece Daytona, but like, come on, I think if you want something special, you should put a meteorite in it. But more rare starts at $420,000, so if you're ready to pay that to be special, well, good news, there is one for sale. But my favorite one is probably this one, the white gold with the blue dial, because it just looks sick.